Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, for commenting. I'm so appreciative of you all. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that this is an extraordinary message that I channeled today. And this isn't going to resonate with everyone. This is a very, very particular. So if this message has found you, this is a sign. This is a major, major sign because this is going to be, it's a near personal reading regarding the regarding ascension towards your highest timeline. And it's the theme of today, Spirit wanted me to channel was the great secret of timing, trusting or not trusting the rhythm of natural timing. That is something that has been highlighted by Spirit today. Like if we look at the rhythms of the seasons, the timings of the cells, the growth, the decay in each living creature, if we're unable to accept these things, it's going to lead to impatience. It's going to lead to being too pushy. And you're not in harmony with that divine feminine energy. Remember, take the energies as they resonate. We both embody divine masculine and feminine energies. Life itself embodies the divine feminine and masculine energies. Life has a pattern. And coming this far in your journey, you are discovering that nothing happens by chance. And that everything is connected and interconnected with everything else. And that includes periods of difficulties. And that includes mass consciousness. And that's why general readings can be so powerful. There is this universal mutation that is expanding across the world. And so everyone and everything is, it's going to be going through this quantum leap. This is why you may be feeling a shift lately, feeling a change in your body. You may have been experiencing this deep inner transformation, which is actually changing your outer self and experiences. So I've been called to remind the listeners, remind you guys, this is a timeless reading. Whenever in life you are finding this, this is purposeful for your highest timeline. You may have recently experienced old flames, I'm hearing, exes, old friends, like people you rarely speak to or haven't spoke to in a while have come up to you, contacted you on social media, and just like, hey, how's things going? Like it's been such a long while, and Spirit is here to remind you that you are experiencing this deep inner transformation, and it's actually changing your outer self and experiences. So the people who are coming in who you may not have seen in a while are reminding you you are going through this deep inner transformation. That is a confirmation. You are no longer who you once were, but you are this new, improved, refined version with this higher state of consciousness. So when there are personal fears, there are collective fears, right? I'm seeing 2222 as I wrote that. When we begin to have impatience about anything on our journey, particularly regarding our twin flame, which is why you're here today, right? You are nothing more than a low vibrational frequency. It is a response to the environmental condition. So even observing this, even observing a low vibration brings you a greater sense of consciousness. So your perception and attitude have everything to do with what's here, what is coming, and time moves in accordance to your perception and mood. So if you find yourself breathing calmly, deeply, with more presence, you probably will notice that time dissolves. When you are aware of your own impatience and restlessness, you are deepening your center and less concerned with time or timing. I used to be hugely in this fear center years and years ago. I used to be so pushy. I didn't realize I was at the time, obviously, but I can look back now. I used to be so pushy. I wanted to get things done. And you know what? I was happy to do things myself because I was heavily operating from my divine masculine energy. And then it occurred to me that my twin flame tapped into my own self worth, allowed me to tap into my own self worth, should I say, my sovereign nature. I was unleashing ways my divine feminine could operate. And there was no way I could have done that without their support, without their help. They may have no idea that they did this. Maybe in the future I can talk to them about this. You yourself might have had this conversation about twin flames and soulmates with your divine counterpart. So these past few years were a game changer for me. So instead of succumbing to the old divine masculine ways where I wanted to do, and I was constantly in that leadership, go-getter energy. And that's not a bad thing. That is certainly not a bad thing. But what I realized is I was accepting that things will manifest in their own accordance. And there are things that I still need to learn before union in the physical. And I couldn't understand that then. I didn't even know about twin flames years ago. But throughout this journey, throughout meeting my twin flame, overcoming obstacles and hurdles, and accepting the knowledge of this higher sense of consciousness, listening to readers like Mereditha and Uncle Bronze and the twin flame preachers, there are specific energies that I'm aligning to and with, mostly oracles. And then I use tarot to simplify the message and translate that message to you. And you are probably feeling highly in tuned to pick up the tarot cards, to look at oracle cards, because you too have that design in you. You are unlocking things in your DNA that were always there, that were laid dormant. And now you are able to access these greater things because you're attracting these greater things within you. So before I get too ahead of myself, when I personally accepted this higher timeline, and I've been called to channel, to create this YouTube channel, to listen to spirit and, put tarot up on YouTube, because whenever we are reaching a highest level of ascension, we are pulling other people up in this highest ascension because they're reaching out to us. So those of you who have channels yourself or are light workers, you are able to acknowledge things are coming to you in a divine way, that you are a conduit, you are a channel yourself, and you are helping others who are possibly a little bit newer in their journey. And this is all supposed to happen because we're helping each other raise the vibration. So do not underestimate the channeled readings that you are watching. Everything is interlinked, and I cannot stress that enough. This is what spirit is asking me to channel right now. Everything is interlinked with one another. When you happen to see one reading and you resonate with it, like you truly resonate with it, your body, you are honing this level of intuition with your body, with yourself, with your cells. You are awakening this level of DNA within you, and within that, you're raising the vibration of the collective. With that, you're taking aligned action. And with that, you are aligning to love, to peace, to your manifestations. So when I personally accepted this highest timeline, I had no idea what was going on. I was just simply following the steps that spirit was asking me to follow. I was asking my higher self, what do you need me to do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say and to whom? How can I be of service? What must I receive? Because as a divine feminine, as a divine masculine who kept, chasing things and receiving things and accomplishing things, as a divine feminine, I wasn't able to receive. Once I was able to surrender to the timing, to the trust, and having faith in the connection, that I personally don't need to rush it anymore. It's allowing it to be whatever it's supposed to be in this moment. This opportunity was to grow inwards, to raise my own self-consciousness, to deepen my spirituality with myself and the world. So this time has not been wasted, not even 1 second. And if you are listening to this and you are still here listening to this channeled message, the deeper you accept this, the more patient you are, the deeper you enter your fears, the more patient you become. When you are trying to force the flow of life, it often makes the situation worse. Something or someone tends to snap in order to release the pressure. So you may discover that things aren't going along your timeline because you're trying to force things. And then all of a sudden you have to deal with something else and deal with something else. And this is so common for women who are under pressure to get married, under pressure to have children. Because of that, they push their divine masculines into submission, into manipulation. Now, this is not operating from a divine place. It all encumbers that low vibration energy. And that is what twin flames are taught not to do, because that's how you end up pushing and chasing and running. Those dynamics arise because of that. And karmic energies are rampant until both of you can step into your balanced energy, which is why we have the Temperance card here. And I just want to acknowledge this. I have not used the After Tarot deck in a while, and the top of the deck had been on my desk. I hadn't touched this, but there was a reason why Temperance card was so important in this timeline, because this is the message that Spirit has called to me to channel for the collective. This message I am emphasizing a lot here. Spirit is asking me to emphasize this message will not reach everyone. For those of you who are in this higher timeline, this is really going to resonate with you. Even looking at the Temperance cards, even looking at Tarot of Temperance, I don't know, but you may feel this sense of calm, balance. You know, I've got incense going on here, the sense of peace and harmony. So this is reminding you that karmic energies will be rampant until you can both step into your balanced energy, which is why we have two Temperance cards here. One is the divine masculine, one is the divine feminine. One is the divine masculine balancing the divine feminine, one is the divine feminine balancing the divine masculine, and vice versa. This is all about flowing with the timing of life. So when you experience patience, your body responds. As I said earlier, your body is calm, you are relaxed, you are open, and in turn, you're opening your heart. Have you noticed when you're relaxed, when those moments when you were with your twin flame and you were in this calm, happy, chill energy? That's temperance. When you two are together, this is temperance. You're calm, you're relaxed, you're open, you're opening your heart. And either of you could have been karmics for each other in previous timelines, because in this lifetime, but previous timelines, because you weren't able to be in that open-hearted energy. I know when I first met my twin flame, I wasn't in the place to receive what he was offering. I was very closed off. And I didn't even realize how much this person would mean to me in the future. Like, genuinely, I had no idea. And all I knew is when we spent time together, I was in this element of peace. And I'd not really felt anything like that in my entire life with anybody. And then when I began to open my heart, this is a reminder to you, divine feminines, that you in turn are opening your heart. You, divine masculines, are in this energy of opening your heart because it's within your DNA. You have allowed this release, something that you could not access before. And every hormone in your body has a system. It's like a lock and a key. Every hormone has a lock and a key. When you unlock certain DNA codes, you're accessing this higher state of being. The higher vibrations and frequency of light are vibrating at a magnitude you couldn't force or pry access to until you reach that state in your body. When you settle in this deeper level of trust, patience, rhythm of your own life, when your heart is opening, when you are softening, when you are yielding, as you become more and more different in your perspective, in your attitude, when you approach anything and everyone in your life, that is the patience and rhythm of life that you are in. That is exactly where you need to be, and is exactly what these messages are giving you. I'm going to keep these temperance cards here because I feel like that is just the big energy that we're receiving right now. But what I'm seeing is when you've entered this deeper level of trust, this patience, the rhythm of your life, when you're accepting of all these things, when your heart is opening, when you approach this different perspective and attitude in life, the most beautiful part of this 10 of cups is when you're waiting calmly, you're not pushing, you're not being pessimistic about a certain outcome, especially the twin flame union here. You realize you are part of the wider patterns and they all support you at this time, including the most challenging ones, especially the most challenging ones. You're coming to appreciate now that you can look back from where you are now, how intertwined everything was, how one reading has led you to this, how the suggested box on YouTube had led you to this specific message. Even if you've never listened to any of my readings before, this is very, very specific and special right now. And then the most important thing to realize is that all beings in life are constantly waiting. You're either waiting for something, and insert anything you're waiting for right now. Humans wait for death. They're waiting for the future to reach us. They're waiting for life and waiting for the plans in life to pan out. So you are dancing in between the urge to do, being pessimistic, uncertain, in haste, and then other times you're being in this energy of bliss, faith, trusting the situation, it will all work out. That's why these temperance cards are so important for the divine feminine and for the divine masculine. This duality between these states happens in our entire life. We go from fear to fear, then trust again, to fear, and then trust again. And then when you're in this state of timelessness, when you reach the state of death, of all fighting, you're allowing yourself to see everything is only a pattern. These patterns are cycles on repeat until you die. This real conscious awakening moment is where you're like, oh, I don't need to change my fears. When you stop interfering with the duality of that harmony is outside of you and you're observing these patterns happening, if you have come this far in this reading and you're resonating with this, you've come so far. When you stop fighting to alter and change your fears, when you stop fighting to force things to happen in life, when you're removing yourself from this inner critic, this inner turmoil, you become absolved of trying to fix things and force things. You're allowing then the higher states of consciousness to reach you. This is the higher state of consciousness. You've gone from that balance to allowing that the 10 of cups resides within you. When you are available for those fears without changing those fears, just simply observing and consciously aware of it, this is when you are in this higher state of consciousness, this higher union, this higher marriage, this alchemy of, I'm hearing the Holy Trinity, this marriage between you and your divine counterpart. When you surrender to the small, the grand, the in-between, you come to understand that nothing is for you to do. All you need to do is be. And then you may find that more and more things become timeless. When you're in, and this is what they call the flow of life, when you're in this timelessness, this flow, it becomes more frequent and the manifestations do not even matter, but they will become more frequent. And there's that irony that things that you aren't bothered by will come to you. They will come to you in such speed because it's attracting. It's attracted by your higher vibrational frequency. You didn't need to force things because it was coming to you so quickly because of this detachment and timelessness. And this includes the reunion between you and your divine masculine. This is the reunion card. When you stop trying to force things how you want them to be, the vibrational frequency comes in so quickly because you've alchemized this. And this actually even includes your own self-worth and self-love. This Ace of Cups is here to say that you hold the love and the light. You've released, you've unlocked this from your DNA. Because you've allowed your fears to be exposed, those Nine of Swords, you're accepting them. You're accepting what has been such a frequent battle. You're accepting them and you're not changing who you are, but you are witnessing now. You are witnessing this. And this is what I mean. It is this duality. We've got this sun, moon, this Two of Pentacles, this temperance, yin and yang. There's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. There's simply experiences of all things. And this means that there is no one without the other. This is what you're trying to acknowledge, this 222, this divine knowing. And I love that we've got the yin yang energy, the black and white, the light and dark, because now we've got the Two of Cups. This is the yin and yang between you and your divine masculine. I realized why these two temperance cards are so important here. The higher and higher state of frequency you achieve, the less and less things matter, including the human constructs of time. I've just seen 2222 again. This is a reminder to say that time itself has been an illusion. You know, humans have created times, days, years. It's made people chase after things. It's made you become aware that you are in a state of illusion. That fear, death become more highlighted. So you do more, you buy more, you be more, you wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, sleep. And that's not breaking free of the matrix. That's just letting the external control you. You're thinking that you're free, that you're thinking you're in abundance, you're thinking you're in this higher vibration, but really it's the matrix who has kept you stagnant for so long. And this is about not letting that external control you, not being in that pain energy, not being in this heartache. When you're chasing external things, including the person you are thinking about right now or watching this reading for, if you are wanting a relationship with your specific person, you're waiting and you're wanting and you're desiring and you're battling with yourself. And that's taking you away from your higher timeline. Because your purpose on this earth was supposed to be elevated, higher consciousness, merging into the higher frequency for yourself and the collective. Which is why if you've come so far in this reading and you're not in union with your divine counterpart, yet you see others who are, you hear others who are, you're receiving energies that all are celebratory, high vibrational. It's because you're attracting that. You belong there too. You are not meant to be in this pain all your life. You are not meant to be alone or lonely in this lifetime. This is a reminder to say that you are aware of the love, of the abundance, of the pleasure of life, but you are also aware of those inner turmoils that have come across. And you're becoming neutral to those things. But this is a reminder to say that this pain wasn't meant for you to be in. It was only temporary. You are breaking free of those constructs that should have happened at a specific time and have happened. You're creating the life you're envisioning, you're manifesting at a higher frequency, and it's so easy when you know how. And that's when you release and accept things as they are. That's when your heart opens. And isn't that amazing? That is, again, we've had the 10 of Cups at the beginning. Now we've got the 10 of Pentacles as a reminder. You're allowing that vibration to meet you. When you're in this high vibrational alchemy energy that nothing really affects you on the outside, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, this is the new beginning that you are asking for. This is the new beginning that is coming into your life. This was always meant for you. Always, always, always. You are moving forward when you're aligning your actions, when you are aligning to your higher self. And it's a different kind of haste. You're not really rushing, you're just allowing. And I love the Chariot card is here too. Because, like I said, the manifestations are things are just happening as if by magic, is what I'm hearing. Things are happening as if by magic. And for some reason, you were taught it had to be difficult. But now you're moving in accordance to balance, calm, peace. This high vibration allows you to receive things because you are no longer in those low vibrational states. You have learned, you have come through, you've been able to see what had been difficult and what no longer needs to be hard anymore. It's been tough for many of you who are still here listening to this. Not everyone will stay at the end of this message because it's extremely high vibrational. I cannot even explain to you. There's a reason why I called it. It's the most extraordinary message I've ever channeled in my life. When I sat down with the cards earlier today and I shuffled and I asked for the highest vibrational message, I was astounded by what I found. Spirit won't allow you to receive anything you're not ready for, not before or after. If you're hearing this message, you have come so far in your journey. You've become so highly conscious in where you're at. That's the only way these messages resonate. And nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to stop your dreams from manifesting in this lifetime because you know the secret to it. Even when your fears arise, even when your ego is loud, you know deep in your heart you are meant for something greater and you are playing a small part in the grand scheme of things. No matter how it happens, it is happening for you. I'm so grateful that I got to channel this for you today. If this resonated, please let me know. Comment in the comments box, like the message, save it, because sometimes not everything resonates until you are ready for it. So thank you so much for allowing me to channel this. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and team. Thank you, Bhagwan, God. Thank you.